up? It's your boy Bass. Y'all tuned in to another episode of Ian's podcast. I got Deshaun with me. Man, y'all seen the intro, man. He was telling us a little bit about his story, his involvement with the North Florida program, man. You know, life from over south, just making that transition. But today, man, we got him in front of us, man. He gonna go more in depth with us, man. Let's hear it, man. So, you know, just starting off into it, man. We just want to touch on, man, like what was growing up on the south side like for you, man? What was that like?
Man, I ain't even gonna lie. It was kind of hard, you know, staying in trouble. Didn't really want to go to school, you know. I just was around that group of people that always wanted to do bad things. But I had a car accident that happened to me. That kind of changed the perspective on everything that I was doing, because it was like them bad things I was doing, I felt that's what added up to me getting hit by a car. So, yeah.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Well, like you said, car accident, I started thinking about that myself. Man, I got into one of those, bro, head-on collision. And it was, well, actually, they was turning into the intersection. We was going straight. And I ain't gonna lie, we walked away from it, but I done lost a few to, like, just car accidents and stuff like that. So I already know, like, just looking at the picture, like, damn, I walked away, and then somebody else,
right.
Like, you feel me? Like, these individuals ain't walking away from that, man.
Right.
So, like, you know, just from there, like, what was it like trying to, you know, just figure it out? Like, you feel me? You say, like, that situation created that, you know, that spark that, like, man, something got to change, man. But what was that process like, just trying to figure out what that change was?
Man, I was just sitting in the hospital one day, like, I couldn't eat nothing. Like, the tools they had down my throat, I couldn't even use that to you get food, you know? And it was just hard. I'm like, man, I want to walk again. I want to be able to play basketball and stuff. So as I was sitting in that bed, you know, things were just going through my mind, like, man, you really need to turn yourself around, because this is why you're here. Like, everything that you've been doing, this is the reason why you're here. So I thought of me going to school more, me staying away from that crowd that I was with, and man, me just doing those things and growing up, it's just been a big change. I stopped hanging around that group, you know. More doors and things start opening up for me as I sticked in school and sticked around the people I was supposed to, and everything worked it out after that.
Dang, man. So you was in the hospital? I like me, like I was able to walk away from it, man. But you had to sit in the hospital bed, man. If you don't mind, man, what was that like, man? Or like you was going into, like, you know, with the mindset, but like what, like, I mean, I don't wanna, you ain't got too much detail like what happened, but how long was you up in there for? Was you up in there like for a day or two or something?
No, I was actually supposed to be in there for 6 months, but it took me a month. Yeah, it took me 1 month to get situated. I wasn't able to walk. I had a broken leg. My face and everything was just messed up. Like, this part had glass. I was just totally messed up. They said I wasn't supposed to make it through.
Yeah.
But you know, just that was a way of showing that I need to change my ways, and gave me another chance to be here and do that. But 1 month it took me. I had to get out, started walking, and ever since then it's just been great.
Man, oh man, so man, that's a life-changing experience for real. Sure. Like, but like from what I heard, man, that sound like, man, you just wasn't going for the standard that they gave you. They told you 6. You said, I'm gonna try and make it pop. Like before then, man. Yeah. So did you always have like that mindset, like no matter what, you're gonna try to make it happen? Like just, I mean, like for real, I feel like that's like, you know, ends mean eating the street, but the definition of eating the street to me is like making the most out of your current circumstance. For sure. So it was like, in that situation, I feel like you just made the most out of it. You knew that, like, hey, I'm gonna have to be in here for a minute, but I ain't gonna have to be. I don't gotta be in here for that long that they say. Like, right. I'm gonna apply pressure. I'm gonna get up out this situation.
And man, it was also just like me going to school, seeing these kids and others just playing basketball, playing the sports. And basketball is a sport that I love. Yeah. So, you know, just seeing these cats playing basketball and stuff, it motivated me more to want to walk. So I crawled down the stairs. I did everything I could to hurry that process up, and I was back playing basketball in 3 months. Damn, it was good. That's lovely.
That's lovely. So now, like, you know, fast forwarding like a little bit forward, like after you got out the car accident situation, man, was it still kind of hard, or was it like I don't know, like, did you come back like on that 50 Cent? You feel me? Like,
it was kind of like that, but like I stuck in school more, and I did take myself away from them people that wasn't good for me. So just me being in school though, like I still wasn't not a good kid, but I made sure I did my work. But I was just out of the ordinary, like not a good kid. But down the line, me getting older, it changed. Me hitting high school, everything just changed. Cause like I thought it was gonna be the same, but it's totally not the same. You know, it gets harder. You know, people tend to look at you differently, care about you more in a way that I really wasn't looking at or trying to see these people here for me. So, you know, as me getting older and everything and wiser, I started to see like these people actually do care for me. So I'm finna sit in school, I'm finna do my job, you know, not finna be a distraction and everything. And it literally worked out for me. I graduated, you know, continued to go on.
Man, that's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. You graduated, man. It's crazy because that's a hurdle with oneself, man. Just trying to just get through them doors, man. So as far as like, you know, during that time, was you kind of more so relying on yourself? Like, you feel me? Like, was that like a self moment, or was it like it was more so like it became like your support moment? You feel me? That's when you start to, cause like you said, you start realizing, you know, like different type of support and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, so was that a moment where like you really started embracing the support, or was that a moment where like you start to, I mean, from the sound of it, it was like sort of both. Like you start to identify with yourself more. You start to,
for sure,
you know, see like who you were. Like damn, all right, well, like I don't really like reaching out or something like that, or like, I mean, not reaching out, because you ain't say you ain't like reaching out,
right?
But I'm trying to think about, not even trying to think about it, but just more so like how I want to phrase it. You feel me? Without putting words in your mouth. You feel me?
Well, it was kind of self work, and then like you said, you know, the support, because me not knowing that these guys were here, I was always, you know, distracting others, not listening, not paying attention, that I just got so overly distracted. I didn't know that these people was actually trying to help me. Yeah, I just got up on it, and man, it was lovely.
Man, so was it hard, like first, like being able to accept help? Cause I know, like for me, like I was one of them type of kids where it's like you could be like, "Is you hungry?" Nah.
Well,
still touching the back of my.
You know, it was kind of hard because, you know, like I said, I wasn't paying attention to anything, so I just thought I always knew what was going on, knew how to do my work and everything, but in reality, I didn't. I was just a class clown. So, you know, yeah, it was kind of hard for me to adjust to asking for help and getting the help, but I had to realize, like, these people are here for those reasons, and I'm here for them to help me, get that opportunity for them to help me, lead me to further things. So after a while, no, things became easy for me to ask, and that's when I paid more attention into school.
Okay.
Because of those things and past tense things.
For sure. So, you know, fast forwarding again. Now, how did that lead you to, you know, the north side, like not north side, but more so to the North Fork? You feel me? You know, it's on the north side, but but not leading off to the North Fork. Like, so how did that path lead you to North Fork?
Okay, that path led me to North Fork. You know, I got into high school. My first year was in 2017. I moved over north.
For sure.
And, you know, I found this school because the school I was at, you know, just got expelled from there for like a whole year, you know, and I was doing this this one class where it was just me isolated by myself. You know, literally just me, 30 minutes of playtime, all that, just me in one room isolated by myself. So I'm like, yeah, I really need to change it. I found a school over on the north side, MNIC Unity. And ever since I went to MNIC Unity, they had these different jobs that would come up that we could work throughout the school time. So, you know, I took it on, and I read about the North Fork program, which Will was doing, you know? And so actually seeing them one day, and they talked to me about it, and, you know, I came and looked at it at Emerge, which I did, and ever since then, I've just been taking that journey with Will.
For sure. And it was like, so what was one of the like the toughest parts, or one of the hurdles when it came down to, like, you know, just starting that process? You feel me? Because I feel like the man you are today and that man that you was that day is like two different individuals. Well, I can say two different individuals, the same person, but you grown. You feel me?
For sure.
You know, like you grown, man. And, but yeah, like so, what was one of the hurdles? Probably back then, when just starting out with the whole process.
Man, I always wanted to stay in school then, cause then like I said, I wasn't liking school, but I really started to like school. My friends was cool and stuff, so I loved it to come to school every day. But then it just was a time where throughout 1 week, I just had to come to this job,
Yeah.
And the other week, I was in school and we was getting paid for coming here for a week at my school.
Yeah.
So that was kind of lovely, and then just like not being, noticeable once I come there because I'm doing so much things now.
Yeah.
I was turning myself around. I'm working. I actually had 2 jobs, figuring out that I had a child on the way, big changer. So it was a lot of different things during the time where like it was holding me back, but I made it,
Yeah, that's real. Hey, you mentioned you just dropped something on us, man. You said, man, having a kid, man, that was a big changer, man.
Sure.
So, if you don't mind me asking, so what do what did you have at that time, or what do you have,
Okay, so I found out that I was having a little boy, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't there during the pregnancy because, it's something that I wasn't told or aware of, So then afterwards, I stuck with it. I was proud to know that I got another me on the way,
Yeah.
But I don't wanna mess it up. Let me fast forward a little bit before that. So, I had a little issues at this school that I was going to, and I actually got in an altercation with this one guy, and it ended not too well. We got in a physical altercation. It ended up outside of school, and what brought me, really opened my eyes was me getting shot over the situation with this guy because of a female, a little minor situation. And so at that time, I was shocked too, I never thought that was something that happened to me,
Yeah.
I wasn't that type of guy. I was getting in trouble, but I stayed away from that type of trouble, But then, it occurred my way. And man, that also was a life-changing experience for me too. And at that moment, I did not know I had a kid. So literally right after me getting shot and everything, the second day of me being in the hospital, I found out that I had a son.
Damn.
And so me being told that I wasn't supposed to be here, I wasn't supposed to make it, I felt I was given another chance for my son, Yeah. So
It's
it was a
safe to
blessing
say,
for that.
It's safe to say, like, you've been, like, kind of defining the odds. You've been, like, defining the odds since you was young, man.
Yeah.
Since you was young, man. And that's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. Man, I got 2 questions for you. One of them, it's just more so, one of them is going to the kid, and then also, what was your mindset like being in the hospital when you first found that out? Like,
well,
you feel me?
Man, me being in the hospital after that occurred and finding out that I got a son, like, I was hurt, Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm like, man, if I wasn't here, I would have never knew that I had a son. I was never even it was never brought about until actually the second day. So I was just thinking the whole little process of me just being in the hospital, really what I need to change, really like my attitude, don't let other people really get in my skin, and really just focus, Yeah. And that's what I strive to do, man. I had the biggest support from my school. They showed me so much love. Literally every day that I was in there, they came and they saw me every day. So they showed me so much love, and then just me getting up and getting out of that situation, going back to school and stuff, it really showed me differently because, it was like after me being I didn't want to go to school no more because I'm not gonna lie, I felt like I was after, so I never thought what them seeing me, what would trigger that person again, because they tried to end me, so it's like what they'd think, and then I wasn't too worried about what people was thinking about me in school. I never took it to be the cool kid, because that just made me really stay in my own lane and really focus know that there's better things out here, and then it just put me in mindset like, man, I'm doing all this for my son now. I gotta graduate. I gotta be there more for him, and that's all I ever did since then.
That's what's up, dog. Like,
sure.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, that's some, like, I feel like what you spoke about, man, that's trauma, man. Like, it's some real trauma that comes with that, though, bro.
Yeah, man, it's like, cause after the situation, I hear any little, it triggers me, and it gets to me. Like I relive that same moment over again, and so it took me a couple months to get over that sound. It don't matter if it was a bus, a car, something dropping, it just always triggered me, and I ain't gonna lie, I ran. Cause that's just for instance.
Yeah.
So
that's real.
Yeah, man, it just changed me.
Man, so now like moving forward, fast forwarding all over again, man. We back here. We at North 4, and it's like that transition with like like now like working. You feel me? And it's like now like you applying that grind into like just more self and family now. Like so now like when you start doing that, like I ain't gonna lie, like from like I was saying, when I first met you to where you at now, it's like you in a whole nother position.
Right.
You feel me? So it's like, what's that process been like for you too? Like I know just like you just moving up, man. You just moving, man. Like I ain't gonna lie, you moving, bro. Like,
man, it's just been lovely because since I first started, I take us back then. Like since I started, I had another child, which was my baby girl. A blessing once again.
Blessings.
And after I had my child, it made me even go more harder. I had to show them like, yeah, this is where I want to be. This is where I'm gonna stick. I love the community. I love the people that I'm surrounded by here. It just made me go extra harder because they wanted me to accept me. So then it just made me put my all into it. But it brought me to better things, Speaking on my house, my car, getting me and my family closer, just big things. And without emerging, without me having to open my eyes, I wouldn't have been down this journey,
That's real.
But it's a nice journey. I'm only planning to take it more farther than it is now.
Do you got an idea of where you want to take it to, like levels you want to reach? Like just one of the levels ain't gotta be like the ultimate level. You feel me? Like, but is it like something next? Like you got something next on the list for you? You feel me? Like you said, man. Like I ain't gonna lie, what you touched on was some like key principles, man. You said, man, personal life, man. You feel me? You get transportation, man. You work with the family, like you feel me? Just working on just in-house just things. You feel me? And I feel like that's a lot, like already. You feel me? That's a change right there and there. Yeah. Like you starting to think bigger than yourself. You feel me? So it's like, do you got like a next step for you? You feel me? Like something that you're trying to accomplish out here, man?
Yeah, I mean, I got big steps. I'm trying to finish school. I didn't start college yet, but I'm gonna go to college for sure. That's one of my goals, to go to college. I've been having my hands wrapped around going for what's that called?
Oh, I don't remember. You said carpentry.
Carpentry, yeah, man. I've been having my hands wrapped around carpentry for a long time because I did 2 years. I got good experience in training and everything in construction. And that's just where my head. I love hands-on things. I love building things, and I love those type of things. So me going to college for sure. I got a couple things that I'm tending to want to do. I also want to do basketball, but let me not, let me separate those two. Carpentry first, then basketball.
For sure.
Yeah.
If you could build something, what would you build?
Man, like I said, going with that carpentry, I want to do carpentry because, you can get your own land, build your own house. You have all the tools and the knowledge to build your own. So going into carpentry, you ain't got to worry about buying a house or nothing. You just can do yours from scratch how you want it. So me doing carpentry, I want to build my own house. I want to have my own land and my own everything.
Now we talking ownership.
Yes, sir.
We talking ownership, man. They talking buying land, you feel me, owning houses. Man, that's what's up, man, because that leaves something, for you to pass down.
For sure.
Just as far as with this whole North Fork program, man, and the program you in, like, where do you want to see that go?
Man, honestly, I want to see it go big, because me starting off in North Fork, just the North Fork program, that was sweet. Like you have so many people that's that's here helping you, and it's just like you don't really get that type of help anywhere you go. You won't find that type of help. So it's like you coming here, it's all these different type of doors that's open for you. All you gotta do is just put your mind to it and stay focused on it, stick with it. You gonna make it. And so it's just like the stage that I'm in and what I want to see. I just want to see it evaporate. You know, I just want to spread it out. I just want everybody to know about Emerge, what Emerge do, and understand that just coming here for a day could change everything else. You know? for so on and more. Like, yeah,
that's real, man. That's most definitely real, man. So, man, now we're gonna take this off a little different, man. When you start hooping, like when this hooping thing started, man.
I started hooping in 7th grade.
You been speaking about hooping, man.
Yeah, man. I was cold. I was a point guard and I could do the shooting guard position, but point guard was really my spot. I know I might be a little tall. But man, you just don't know.
I'm about to say, was you a shooter or was you like the floor general? What was you, man? What was
I'm
your
not
style?
gonna lie with the floor general, man. I'm doing everything.
I ain't gonna lie, you look like he was like the shooter or the driver and stuff. Like, man, you trying to take somebody to the cup one time for the one time. Yeah, all right, man, we might have to see what you about, man.
For sure. It ain't what happened in one day, you know.
Yeah, for sure, man. Man, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. We kind of touched on a lot, man. And then, I still had so, you know, after having your first kid, now your second kid, man, what was that like? The mindset, you know, just being a father, you feel me? Like, what was that overall like for you? You feel me? Like, you told us about the beginning, you know, and, but now, you know, when you had your daughter, was that kind of different, you know, because they say, you know, girls is different than boys a little bit.
You know, it changed my ways on females too, because, you know, I respect my females, but you know, let me speak for myself. I tend to, you know, I disrespect, but I try not to disrespect, you know, the language. And so when I had my child, I'm like, you know, when I had my baby girl, it gave me a different perspective. Like, you know, you have a girl now. So you gotta think how other dads would think about their daughter. Like, you'll want them to be respected. You won't want nothing to happen to them and all those things. And so me having a daughter and everything, it just gave me a different perspective on women. It just gave me a feeling to respect the women way more than I was. And you know, yeah, man.
That's what's
I
up.
kind of got off the topic, but
no. I feel like you kind of stayed on the topic. You feel me? Having your daughter change your whole perspective about how you deal and how you like look at women. You feel me? To a certain extent, you know, and that's deep, man. And yeah, man. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and end it right then and there, man, because I feel like shit, you touched on a lot. You got anything you want to state, man? You got anything you want to say, man?
Nah, I just appreciate my brother right here, Javon, taking the time to interview me, ask me these questions. I really do appreciate that, you know.
Man, most definitely, man. We're going to have some more going, man. We're going to have some more going for sure. And it's like, man, actually, I do got one more question for you. I got one more question for you, man. So, when it comes down to, you know, with you know, you hoop, the carpentry, you feel me, then you was talking about being a father. Yeah. What's one word, though, that you would use to describe yourself? You feel me? If you had to pick a word, what is one word you would describe yourself as? Or one word like you feel me, like you would stick to you feel me?
Good question. But I'll forever be humble.
Okay.
Forever be humble. But you know, some questions that you asked me is something to think about, because you know, me personally, that's a good question to think about. How would I describe myself? You know? Yeah, I'm gonna look into that on myself. How to describe myself, but for right now, a very humble person.
Very humble.
Yeah.
Man. Hey, it's bad. Y'all tune in to Ian's podcast, man. We got Deshaun with us, man.
Yes,
Deshaun Cole. You feel me? Very humble person.
Yeah.
Y'all tune in Ian's podcast, man. But we about to get ready to tune now. All right.